Hi, once again, I want to welcome us to the program, Homes, Relationships and Marriage, on Grandly Television channel. It's been some time we have been on this program, and let me first apologize for I've been going away for a few months. It was just to some issues I needed to trash out. Having said that, we stopped on episode 12, and in that episode, we promised to continue by handling how to manage a changing spouse. You know, change is constant in life. All of us, no matter the age we are now, we're not born like this. We have gone through stages of changes in our lives. Some changes are good, some were not all that good. Some people are still undergoing, structural changes as we talk now. But when it comes to the issue of marriage, we need to understand that for two people coming from two different backgrounds, let's say the man is 30 years old and the lady is about 24. We are trying to merge 24 plus 30, which is 54 years, into one home. Definitely, it's not going to be easy at the beginning. And that's why there is room for changes in marriage, in the home. Now, every spouse can change due to some reasons. But as I'm going to introduce to you this topic tonight or today, what I want to be talking about is we need to think about how did our spouse change? What informed the changes? When did we notice the changes? In the next episode, which will be coming up in the next few days, because we're going to come up almost every day to cover up for the time that we've lost, we need to identify some basic things that can make people to change. And I'm going to share a short story with us about a friend of mine who complained to me some years ago that the spouse, the wife, was changing. We were driving in his car, and he was very glad to tell me that he wanted to be messing around, he wanted to go into adultery. And I said, oh, that would be nice that he will quickly package himself to death. So he looked at me and he was like, how do you mean? I said, what is your problem, gentleman? He's elderly than me. Most of my friends are actually elderly than me. And he just told me, he said that his wife has changed. So I asked him a few questions. Like I'm going to still throw the question to you now. The points that you think that your partner has changed or is changing. The question I asked my friend, I'm still going to throw the question at us. If you can sincerely answer those questions, you're going to discover that the issue that is trying to rubbish your home is not so, so serious. Now, when you marry your spouse, he or she was not like this. So if your spouse has changed, you must have contributed to the processes that has led to the change. And in that case, you need to reverse and ask yourself some basic questions. And you need to be frank with yourself, because when it comes to the issue of your marriage or your home, it is your choice to either make it work or not to make it work. Now, some singles that might be listening to me now are not married because of characters and attitude. During courtship, there are some things that you're going to see. You're not going to see everything, but you're going to see some signs that this person I'm trying to settle down in life, is he or she the right person for me to settle down with? Because some things will be coming up, like flashes, and I'm going to tell us one or two. So I told my friend, I said, if your partner has changed, check yourself. And if your partner was not different when you married him or her some years ago, then you must have contributed to the processes. Now, to singles who are not married, and you don't even have any spouse that is changing. But just discover that people will come around, they will carry you, dump you, I love you today, then tomorrow they have left. You got to check yourself. Some years ago, I also met a lady, very beautiful lady, and I was trying to ask her out. And one day I went to her house, and the way she spoke to her mother while I was in her house, that was in the relationship. I just knew that I won't be able to manage that kind of character, because if you don't respect your parent, it's going to be foolishness for any partner to think you're going to respect his or her parent. Charity, they say, begins at home. So from the next episode, we're going to be looking at some depth of the questions you need to ask yourself if your spouse has changed or is changing. It is normal for people to change, but the way we manage the change is also very critical and important, because government change policies, we adapt. A lot of things change in where we live. COVID-19 came, a lot of instructions came, everybody was able to adapt. And the same way, the world did not crash. Things could be a little bit slow, but you need to understand the pattern of the change in your spouse. And you need to be sensitive enough to know right at the point that your spouse is changing. To look at some of the symptoms that will let you know that your spouse is changing. Then after that, we're going to go into depth of discussion to look at the questions you need to ask yourselves. If you can manage, if you can know the time that your spouse starts changing or started changing, and you can ask yourself these questions and answer yourself with all sincerity, there's tendency that you can still salvage your marriage. I don't want your case to be like a lady that called me some years ago, and if I can remember her name, she just called me up, having read one of my books on marriage, Mr. and Mrs. In one of the books I wrote, The Trials and Triumph of Marriage. And she called me and said her name was Joanne. I can't remember where she was calling from. And she said, my God, I just need to talk to you after having read your book, because the things that scattered our marriage, that she couldn't find answers to, she found the answers in the book. But the body has already crashed. I don't want your case to be like that. And I believe that if you can take heed to some of the things we're going to be talking about, definitely things is going to change for the better. So I wish to see you in the next few days. And if you have loved this video, send it to somebody. People's marriages are having critical problems. People are backing it up. People are, they're living like cat and mouse, and but we need to help ourselves. If you know anybody that this video is going to help, share it and subscribe to this channel. See you next time. My name remains Enoch Akishala. Till the next time I see you,